And one other question that I enjoy asking artists is when it comes to specifically show days, talk us through your day from getting up until after the shows have taken place.
Well, I would like to say that the dream day is, my family will be on the road with me, and we'll go out and have a bit of an adventure for the day, and then get ready for the show. But depending on the show, sometimes it's chaos. Sometimes I'm running around trying to. I like to change my show way too often. I've always got a new idea, and at the end of the day, sometimes I'm the one, redesigning the visuals or something like that. Be like, I just want to try this thing, and I'll be sitting there on my laptop redesigning it and sending it to my team and all the rest of it. So I would like to say that it's all nice and calm, but the honest truth to that is that often I'm making last minute changes that I probably shouldn't be making because I just want to see what it looks like.
And what about that kind of immediate moment leading up to the show? Do you have a specific warm-up routine, or is there anything that you need to make sure that you do or even don't do before the show kind of starts?
Yeah, we had there's two things. I always obviously, warm your vocals up, do all that sort of stuff. But there's one thing that I do with the band is we do 50 push-ups before we walk on stage. And it's like and it's one of those things that kind of keeps us in check, that when we're starting to drink a few too many beers, 50 push-ups becomes very difficult, after a few days on the road. So it's a good metric for us to be like, all right, we need to get back in shape and stay healthy. So that's but before we walk on stage, it's always 50 push-ups.
And once you kind of come off stage after your show is over, normally it's probably quite late for artists. How do you kind of calm down before you end up sleeping?
I think that's tricky sometimes. My show's very high energy, so I'm normally absolutely gassed when I walk off stage. I'm normally exhausted. I always say I'm not going to leave anything on that stage, and I normally I don't. I'm running from one side to the next. It's just big energy. So normally by the end of the show, I just want to kind of sit in a bit of quiet, in a peace. I'm not a big like. I'm not a big partier after my shows, to be honest. Normally because I'm just given everything and I'm just absolutely wrecked. So, after half an hour, I'm like crashed. There's more than not, in the car on the drive home, I'll be the passenger and I'll be fast asleep half an hour down the road. The adrenaline's up, and then it's just like, then I'm gone.
Nice.